Hello everybody, happy Monday. Happy Monday. I have my laptop pulled up so I will be able to see comments. I'm just gonna pull up my browser really quick while I'm waiting for anyone to hop on here. And oh, there it is. That was super quick. So hopefully that's a good sign. And let me share this to my VIP group. So, really quick, if you don't know who I am, I feel like most of you do, but I always have new people coming to my page. My name's Kati Jenkins, and I am a stay-at-home mom. I'm a homeschool mom. I've got a little one. She's a little over a year, and that I chase around 24/7. And I'm a director at pharmacy. Most importantly, this is my 1-year anniversary with pharmacy this month, and year anniversary in direct sales in the industry. Isn't that cool? So it's like a really big month for me. A lot of celebrating, a lot of reflecting, and just a lot. So I'm gonna try to get this out. I don't have any notes written down, so the last time that I got on here and shared my heart was one day last week. Maybe last Tuesday I got on here and shared from my heart, but I was able to read, because normally when I have something that's heavily on my heart, I like to type it out in the notes section on my phone, and then I can come on and read it to you. But this for a while, and it was on my heart again this morning as I was driving home from dropping Django off at summer camp. So I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna wing it, and I give myself grace, so hopefully everyone else that watches this gives me grace, and we're just gonna roll with it. And I know that whoever is meant to hear this will hear it, and it'll make perfect sense to them, and maybe to someone else you're gonna think she's insane. And that's okay too. So whenever you get on here, please say hi, let me know that you're watching. I know it's Monday, you all are probably at work, and so what is on my mind? It is this opportunity. It is direct sales as a whole. Just this industry altogether. It is pharmacy's opportunity, and what the heck it's done for myself, for my family, my husband, my children. It's really been a beautiful journey, a beautiful ride, and I can confidently say, you guys, after 4 years, I've got some knowledge to share, okay? And the thing is with, not just within this industry, with anything that you do, whatever job you currently have, there's always a learning curve. You might be doing your job one way right now, and then in a few months or maybe even a year later, you're going to be like, oh, I'm going to do it a lot differently, and it's going to work a lot better for being smarter, not harder. And something that, I think back to when I first started in this industry, and I won't get into my whole story of why I joined, but when I joined, where I was at a point in my life, I was miserable. And I think back to when Django was a new baby, and I was miserable. I was just like, it wasn't this like big, joyful, happy time in my life. And I don't feel like there's any shame in saying that, because it's a part of my journey. Okay, I own it. It's my life. It's a big part of my story. It's a big part of why I'm so incredibly grateful for where I am right now. And there's never anything to be ashamed of when it comes to your life and your journey, because it all rolls together, and it's all going to help you get to where it is that you're going. So never be ashamed of your story, of any part of your story, or never let people make you feel ashamed or like you can't be vulnerable enough to share, the downsides of your life, because it's a lot more meaningful for people than, and I built myself up. I have literally worked so hard to build myself, and I'm so proud of that. And I've done this consistently for 4 years, and I'm finally starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Like, wow, this is happening for myself and my family and so many other women that are here with me. And I've been meeting, and maybe this is why this has been so heavily on my heart, but I've been meeting moms lately who are just miserable. They are overworked, where, in the corporate world, they're just flat out miserable. There's no other way to put it. I don't need to add extra, negative words to it. That's how they feel. And they tell me that. And I always think about this opportunity, right? I mean, it's natural for me to think about this opportunity and presenting it to others because this is what has changed my life. But I've always been so conflicted with how to approach it. We feel like we approach people with this opportunity, or we share this opportunity and people think like, oh, well, I can't do what Katie does because, I'm busy. Like, I'm working my butt off. I'm, barely awake when I get home from work. I've got to cook dinner. I've got to get the baby and just the kids bathed and in bed and all of that stuff, and somehow try to find out how to communicate or have a relationship with them or your spouse. Like, I get it. And it's hard. So when you think of adding something extra like this opportunity, it's like a big brick wall just comes up, and it's like, no, I can't add anything extra. But what I want to tell you, okay, and this is where I hope that it starts to make sense for some of you, is when I started this, I worked 40 to sometimes close to 60 hours a week. I worked all the time when I started this industry 4 years ago, you guys. I worked all of the time. I took my son to school in the mornings. Actually, normally I would start work before I took him, take a break, take him to school, come home and work all through the evening. Sometimes not even sometimes. At that job that I had, I worked a lot of weekends. I was on overtime all the time. But I kept doing what I was doing within this industry because I had a small goal, you guys. I needed to make at least an extra $50 a month. And that's what I'm telling you to do, is to start small. I know you are busy. I was very busy when I first started this industry. I was insanely busy. It was crazy for me to add something else to my plate, but I knew, okay, my intuition was right there with me, telling me that there's something more out there. And in order to get that something more, I had to put in a little extra work. And I started small, which I didn't realize at the time that this was all going to roll together. But now that I see it unfolding, now I can confidently share it with you how, I started small. And I really only wanted to try to make an extra $50 a month. I had so many limiting beliefs in my head. I had such a scarcity mindset. For years, I had such a big scarcity mindset. Tons of limiting beliefs. Didn't think anyone in the world would order from me except for my mom and maybe 2 of my girlfriends. That was it. Didn't think anyone else would do it. And now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 16, 17, 18, 20 customers just this month. Some of these people are people I've never met before, ever. Never met them in person. But because I've been able to build what I'm doing and build relationships with people, I'm able to now have an income where I can be home with my kids. But the thing is, whenever you think about starting a new opportunity, I don't want you to look at this opportunity and be like, I'm too busy to do anything. I want you to look at this opportunity and think to yourself, I am so miserable where I am right now. I know there is something else out there for me. I know that the universe has something bigger for me than working this 9 to 5 more. You're doing overtime. You're not just an 8-hour day. You have 10, 12-hour days. I know that the universe has more for me than working 10 to 12-hour days, being too tired to enjoy myself, being too tired to enjoy my family, being too tired to do any of the in-between things. I know that the universe has more to offer me. So what I'm going to do is put in a little extra work on my already busy days, because this is going to pay off. In the long run, this is going to pay off. And once you start believing that, your entire world changes. Your entire world, you will literally watch, you'll feel, and you'll be able to watch yourself go from this scarcity mindset. Okay, scarcity mindset over money, scarcity mindset over who's going to buy from me. No one's going to buy from me. I have a small network. I don't do a lot on social media. You're going to go from this like scarcity mindset to this Like, you're gonna watch yourselves blossom like a butterfly into this huge, abundant mindset that just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's just like it's finally just gonna click, and you're gonna be like, the world is literally for me. The universe is here to work for us, not against us. And once we learn to change our mindset, and this is something that I do for my business every day. I know when we think of the business, we think, okay, I need to watch trainings. I need to, work on getting sales. I need to work on recruiting. I need to do this. I need to do that. And that's all great. That's all fine and dandy. But the number one thing that I do for my business that helps me the absolute most is working on my mindset. So what do? I do this 3 times a day. I do this first thing in the morning, I do it in the afternoon, and I do it before I go to bed at night. I do it on the nights that I feel like crap. I do it on the nights that I can barely keep my eyes open, like they're literally burning because I'm so tired. But I do it because I trust the process, and I know that there is so much more to life for me than what I have right now. Like, I love what I have right now, and I'm going for all of it. And that's why I do this. So I have goals and desires, or basically, yeah, I would say they're goals and desires. I have 3 things that are meaningful to me that I want out of this life right now. I write those down 3 times in the morning, the same thing. So I actually have, I have 3 things. So I write these 3 things down 3 times in the morning. I write these same 3 things down 6 times in the afternoon. Because if you think about it in the afternoon, if you think about your day, especially if you're already working full time, you're busy, you're in the midst of it all, like, you're probably dreading it because it's afternoon, your workload keeps growing, you haven't taken lunch yet, you're tired, what are you going to do for dinner, when are you going to get the kids from daycare, yada, yada, yada. Your mind is like spiraled in 1,000 different directions. Take 5-10 minutes to yourself. If you're at work, take your journal and go to the bathroom. Don't really, just go sit in your car, wherever it is that you can, and write down that. It brings you back to like the reality of your goals and your dreams, your desires, and it puts them into a physical realm. So we're not just saying these things out loud. We're not just thinking them in our head. We are writing them to make it a tangible item. This is what is happening. And then you're going to do that again 9 times before you go to bed. That's what I do for my business. I've been doing, I swear, for my business. I started doing that in January. That has helped me tremendously. But writing down my goals and desires, I've been doing that, I think, since March. I think that was the time frame that I started. So March, April, May, this is my 4th month doing it, and it has exploded my business. Like, just since I've started doing this, I have earned my highest paychecks in this entire industry. Not just with pharmacy, in this entire industry in the 4 years that I've been here. April was my biggest ever, but then May paycheck came. May was my biggest ever. And right now we're in June. June is just about like on the brink of beating May. And it's insane how much that helps you, how much it helps just put things into perspective. And that's what I want to help women on my team do, is to change. I know what it is like to be a working mom, to be a working miserable mom. I know what that's like, and I know how powerful now our mindsets truly are. And if I can help you start working on your mindset while you're in the thick of it, while your work week just feels like everything's stacked up against you, the entire world is sitting on your shoulders, I can help you learn to flip your mindset to where it's all you're going to look at it all in a completely different way, and things are really going to start working for you instead of against you. And that is my biggest way of helping my team grow. My team can watch all the trainings, they can listen to me talk all day long, they can do, all the things that we have listed for people to do. But if you really are committed to letting me help you work on your mindset, that's where the pure magic comes from. That is where those dreams that don't even feel reachable right now, that's where they're going to become reachable, is when you let me help you work on your mindset. And so I think that that's just been the biggest thing that's been on my mind lately, is having this opportunity, and just knowing that when you already do, this business takes time. Okay, so if you have somebody in any company in this industry, okay? Not just pharmacy, not just Lime Life where I came from, not just Unique, whatever all of them are. If you have someone telling you that you're going to start making, you know, $1,000 or, you know, 6 figures your first month or your first 6 months, especially 6 figures, like, they're lying to you. And you need to start small. And I love this perspective, especially for us busy moms, and especially if you're already working full time. And especially, I've had so many women message me wanting to start pharmacy, or they want information on the opportunity with pharmacy because they're going to retire in a year or 2 or 3 years. So they kind of want some information to see what it'll be like when they retire. And my advice is to don't wait then. Don't wait. If you like build it, this business, you have to build up over time. And I'm telling you, small, consistent steps in this industry are way more sustainable than a quick fix, okay? I don't want a quick fix. This, to me, is how I pay my bills. This is how I get to stay home with my kids. This just paid for Django's summer camp at nature school. This is what is paying for his birthday party next month. This is what's paying for all of his birthday presents. And then some, you know, and I'm still covering everything that I contribute to my family through this opportunity. And to me, being in the industry for 4 years, being in one spot for 3 years, literally not making the type of moves that I am here, researching different companies, I can confidently say that pharmacy's compensation plan and this opportunity is the absolute best that there is in the United States. And it is, you know, indirect selling news. It's ranked. It's, you know, there's studies out there that pharmacy has the highest paying direct sales company in the United States. That's us. And our CEOs are so incredibly hungry to get us to the #1 direct selling spot in the world. And that's where we're going. And they treat us influencers so well. They treat our customers well. And I just want this to, you know, inspire someone. If you are struggling, you know, let me know below in the comments, what is something that would make a difference for you money wise? Okay, I want to talk money. There's such a stigma around money, and I don't like that because that comes from a scarcity mindset. Having that like icky stigma feeling, like that icky feeling around money, that is a scarcity mindset. And I'm not playing that game anymore. We love money. Money is for us. It's not against us. Money is an energy, and it is flowing to us all day long. So that is, you can comment below, or you can just message me. What is a money figure? What is a number that would make a difference for you right now? Is it $50? Is it $100? Is it $300? $800? Is it $1,000? Like, do you legit need to pay for your mortgage right now? I want to know, because small amounts are what make the biggest differences. So if you can, huge, think of it, okay, I hope that didn't cut off. My internet was reconnecting. Think of it as this. You're starting small because you're going to work your way up. Okay, you're not starting small. You're not going to dive into this and do exactly what I'm doing. This is not how I started. Where I am now, I've learned so much since I've been here for 4 years. I've learned a lot. I have a lot of knowledge to share, and a lot of love to pour into other women who are where I was, who are just wanting change, who need more, who want to pay for summer camp, who want to go treat themselves and get their nails done now that everything's opening back up, you know, who want to have the extra money to buy their kids all the cute summer clothes and, you know, pay for vacations, have extra spending money while you are on vacation. Those are the people that I want to help the most. So if that is you, please send me a message and I would love to help get you started. I work with my team very, very closely. I never, ever let anybody feel like they are alone, because they are most definitely not. I know how scary it is to start this industry. I know how our nerves like literally just eat us alive. Fear can do that, but I am here to help reel you back in, bring you back to reality, and gently push you out of your comfort zone. And baby steps, one goal at a time, you're going to get going, and you're going to absolutely love everything that you're doing for yourself and your family. But I hope that this speaks to whoever it was meant to be spoken for, and I hope you have a beautiful Monday.